I can't stop. I just can't stop. One more before I leave for Texas, okay? Welcome back to Space Haven. So I made kind of a boo-boo here, okay? So you'll notice the shape of the ship. First off, I just want to say, just in case this comment continues to pop up, that, oh yeah, I'm totally aware that I could be way more economical with my space if I simply move all these engines to the back of the ship and then fill this in with stuff. And I could be in a big old rectangle, right? I know that's the most efficient. I wanted to go for something that's a little bit different. Or I was just trying to think of, like, how do I make this different? That's what I was going for. And I just kind of felt like this was different. I probably will change it later. So here's the problem. I had a whole bunch of hull blocks. I had a whole bunch of infra blocks, all these things. I decided, hey, this is my opportunity. I'm just going to spend it. I've got a lot of this hull blocks and stuff. Let's do it. Well, now I'm out of everything. I've spent everything. And, well, yeah, I didn't build my fourth engine in time. And so I'm kind of over capacity in my mass by about 800 points. That's kind of a problem. I went ahead and built quite a few things here. I'm trying to build extra shields so that we have more shields for this big ship, because 70 shield doesn't sound like much. Also, hull stability is getting pretty low as far as our maximum can go. And so I need more of these as well, more hull stabilizers. I was thinking I would just put these together in the same place. They don't really need to be anywhere special. So it's kind of my industrial area, if you will. Taking a look over here as well. Since I've expanded this, I've gone and changed the prisoner area. Okay, I can speak. So bathroom here, of course, right there with some thermal regulators and stuff here. We got their algae dispenser in here too, but I made it a little bit nicer. So there's a personal entertainment thing in here. There is the couch that they can chill on. There's a window right here they can look out of. We got more beds, and we're expanding to have even more prisoners in the future if we need it. So there we go. Basically, I want a prisoner area where I don't have to think about it anymore. It's like, cool, we're good. We can have six at once. There it is. And then we're going to add some tables and stuff there too. My other problem is, like, I could just buy the stuff that's needed for this, but I don't have enough system points to support this. So if I wanted to build this, I wouldn't be able to, I don't believe, get this. Let me just take a look really quick at system points. So right here, so the X1 hyperdrives, each of these are taking up 3. Or 3 total, yes, system points here. So I actually do have enough for one of these, but I no longer have for anything else if I do this, right? So I could place this engine in line with this other one. So basically it comes all the way down here, and in line with the other one would be right here. Okay, so I could place this, and that would be fine. That would occupy the last remaining system point. So what I decided to do instead is commit the very limited tech blocks I have to an X3 system core here. I don't have to do that. Just to be clear, I could afford an X2, just expand it that way and I'd have another X2 here. But I'm thinking if I can remove this from this open area, might have enough room for another pod hangar, which would be kind of cool. Might have enough room for like another shield generator, more room for something else right here, right? And it's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe move this over, move this up, and then have like an extra bit of industry or something in this side. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe future things that I'm going to unlock with research, right? Could work here. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, instead of having another X2, because another X2 is another 24 points, I could get another 24 points by just swapping from the X2 to the X3. I get the same amount, but it takes up less space. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do. And I am one tech block away from being able to build this damn thing. So part of me is like, okay, I can rip this out. I can dismantle this one and use the scrap and make it. But I'm not going to get all of it back. And I also don't think I can operate the recycler without it. Because I think the recycler takes points too, doesn't it? It actually doesn't look like it does. But I know the power does, and the recycler doesn't have any power, right? So what I have to do is jump. And I need to go someplace and risk all the damage and stuff that can happen with that. But we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to go overhead, and we're going to jump out of here. I also went ahead, as you saw in the last video, I made a big table right here. And then I've added some decorations and all sorts of stuff to make this more pleasurable for people. We are in the process of also building the arcade machine here. and the jukebox is going to be here. So very, very good area for people to hang out with right outside of where they sleep. Okay. Provided, of course, we can get out of here without risking severe damage to our ship. Let's go. So where we're going. Oh, gosh, another one. Hey, civilians. So I have a mission for you that's in our interest. Deliver cargo. So I wanted to talk about that because as we've expanded the hull out, I have room to now incorporate cargo missions if I want to. So I'm going to kind of look at that in a second. Deliver cargo to Palpatine. Well, the offer expires in 15 turns. You cannot activate this mission for this star system. Well, in this star system. I have to be somewhere else, I guess. Travel to Cygnus Palpatine Whelm if I want to help you. And I have 15 turns to do that. So that is over here. If I travel here, I can accept it. Okay. First off, let's go here. Because there's an outpost here, I was going to say because there's a ship here too to trade with, but now there may not be. I think maybe one of these is coming this way and one of these is leaving. I don't know. Are both of you going? And I don't know. Let's stop at this outpost though and see if they have any tech blocks that I might be able to use here. So both of these derelicts are already cleared, right? We already did that. So we'll drop out here, see if there's any damage. It doesn't look like there's much. Maybe there's no fires or anything. Okay, so what I want to do is hopefully you guys have tech blocks. You sons of bitch. They don't have any tech blocks. They have infra blocks. They have hull blocks. They don't have the tech blocks that I need. Dang. That would have been really nice. You know, the one thing I need one of those and we would have been good to go. Okay, so I'm not going to get it from here, right? No way to salvage. There's nothing for, yeah, it's none there. And then this is already scrapped too, and this is already done. So, I mean, if they don't have it, then they don't have it. Transport the prisoners is a thing I could do. I now have the ability. Ooh, I get oxygen extender, not... Oxygen extender is not the same thing as body armor, okay? So I think I take the cash here, I guess. If I pick them up where I am and then drop them off over there, which is the system I can accept the cargo mission in. So maybe I can do that now too. Transfer prisoners to ship station. Now, there's also the main quest, right? To go into the Siren world and stuff. I know that exists, but there's no timer on it. And, you know, I can keep building myself up, give myself some better weapons, and then the main quest gets easier, right? That's kind of how that goes, I think. It's how I did Stardust, and it's how I did Last Starship, and it's how I did everything else I do with these types of games. So I kind of want to see this prisoner transport thing. So we're going over to a different place. I'm going to say yes. They'll bring the prisoners to me. They'll go in my new prisoner place, and then we drop them off in the other location. I like it. I think it's very simple to do. Time to complete objective step. Yeah, I just pick them up. So I just do this. Let's go and say continue. Oh, hang on. If you accept the following missions, the Slavers Guild will be... I don't care. Yeah, the Slavers Guild will hate me. I know, yes. That's fine. The Slavers already hate me. 2 of their guild members are on my ship right now. You guys can, you know, talk to each other. That's cool. So let's go ahead and start this. And now the prisoners... Captor changed. Like, nice. So we have Gary. Hi, Gary. He's feeling energetic. He's feeling very good about what he's doing here. He has some bloodlust in him. That's great. That's great. And then Sable. She's smart, a florist with great potential for botany. And they're all in very good moods. They're all very healthy for now. So they're going to get transported here. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have the tech blocks. Otherwise, I just love to be able to do this right now. I have 3,300. I'm kind of like lingering here, hoping another ship will be coming by. But for now, why don't we grab a couple of these infra blocks and a few more of these hull blocks so that I can complete my ship's design. Although that just makes me... That's just going to make it worse, though. If you make the ship bigger, it's just going to make the problem worse until we're done. So let's not do that. We'll accept the trade for the infra blocks, though. I do want those. And we'll just pay for them. I would like to expand my shield, make it a little bit bigger. Get another hull stabilizer in here, make that even better. And then they're going to get dropped off over here because this is currently where my airlock is. I don't want to travel too much until I get my airlock back over here. I have my cover objects that have been built right here too. So when they come off the airlock, we'll just be able to shoot them from here in a nice position, I think. Cover objects, I feel like they break really fast, though. At least they did when I was fighting the robots, so I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, we have the new prisoners in the prisoner area, and they can sleep in there now. Okay, cool. They also have lighting in the floors. Okay, so next thing to do, I guess, since you guys don't have what I want, and we've already gotten the prisoners, we need to take them over to the new system. So that is going to be pretty risky, you know? Repair hall, build hall, Android collective, maybe they have them. It's going to be pretty risky. Let's, because I don't want to travel really long distances until I have that. And then also the tech blocks, I can get the pods. I'd like to get the pods to help with the sickness and everything too. So I'm going to go here. There we go. Now those guys have come back. Really, guys? Well, the Merchant Federation looks like they're on their way in here too. So maybe they'll arrive. Actually, look at all these guys. Yeah, these two are coming. Okay, so everybody's coming to this sector anyway. So, got some derelicts. I think we've already done that. This is the player, right? HSS Nix. Yeah. Okay, so we want to be here, I suppose. We have some basic ore over here, which it says we can't mine because this thing is paused, and it also needs repair. If I stop pausing it, though, then I can mine that, which is weird, but that's how this game works. Oh, do that. There we go. Okay, so I can do these too. Let's go ahead and see if you got the tech blocks for me. No tech blocks for you from you either. Actually, a lot of things are a really high price. You will pay me extra for an energy block, and I think I will accept that. But if I give you that, then I can't have my extra shields, so let's pass. Damn. One thing I could do is just wait for these ships to arrive. I feel like when these ships get here, there's 3 of them incoming. Somebody's got to have a tech block, you know? Somebody's got to have a tech block, and I will buy every single one you have. I don't, even if you inflate the price, maybe not, but I will probably buy every single one you have. The other thing we're trying to get with infra blocks here, if I can do that, is these grow beds along the side, because we now have the ability to grow our own artificial meat. All of these will be artificial meat. And then we'll have a nice balanced diet for everybody at that point. We have this extra kitchen there. I probably should put a kitchen in here instead of the algae thing. I probably should, but I'm not going to. And having 2 kitchens might even be good too. I'm not sure how long it takes to cook up meals, but it does say there's 27 available, so not a big deal. Wow, okay, see, they're all here. So let's see what they have. We're taking a look at you. You have no tech blocks. Okay, great. There are 4 new ships. No, 3 new ships, and then the one that we were looking at before. These guys will pay extra for soft scrap. Okay. No tech blocks. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Not a single one was brought into the system. Ah, there is 1 here. Are you kidding me? It's 1, and I will take it. That's mine. I claim the... I dub the savior of my campaign. There it is. This is where we prioritize that. It should go there. Everything else should be paused on construction's sake, except for this, I guess. Pause that. Once we have this, we have the extra points. We can break this down. We'll probably get another tech block from that. And then we can start looking at where we want to put that, which probably should be here. But I need 2 of them. I can't believe 3 ships show up and a station and only 1 tech block exists of all of it. A single tech block only. That's really crazy unfortunate. But that's how that goes. These guys are selling fertilizer really cheap. Is that what I saw? Yeah, fertilizer is pretty cheap with you guys. I'm going to buy a little bit of that too. Because I got a lot of stuff that I want to grow. And I don't have a lot of fertilizer. I've been buying it, but it's just, it gets used, right? I want to know how to take this biomatter and use it. Grow bed with light. It's produced. Is it produced with the grow bed with light? That's what it says. So all the grow beds are making this. How do I use this into fertilizer? Man, it's just a real shame that I can't. I guess I can. The composter is doing that, but it's such a low amount. But it is doing it. So let's just say continuous on this. Yeah. So I guess that's how we do it. And then probably need multiple composters. Why don't I take this area here which is kind of a waste. We could turn this into a compost area. We can even move the body stuff over here. I'd be all right with that. Actually, the storage, of course, needs to be moved over there too. So we basically just take everything that's here, aside from the energy, and we just basically move it all over here instead. That way the compost is close to this. So that's the next thing to do. Okay, our system, computers right here. Let's go, William. Get that done. There it is. And now we can go in and mark that for dismantle. And so with this thing operational, we can now tear that down. And we have now 24 system points left over. BEA, beautiful. Core points available, 2 out of 6. Okay, so core points represent the capability of supporting core structures on ships and stations directly linked to the canvas size. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what the significance of that is, but it does appear as though we can now start delivering resources to this. And then once that is in, we will be able to cruise around the galaxy without having to worry so much about our hull integrity. I want to also move this to be down here too. If we could, I need hull and infra blocks for that. Who can trade those to me? Which one of you wants to trade those to me? We have hull scrap here. I can use it. We can use the scrap. That's fine. We have straight up infra blocks here too. I'm gonna buy. Let's do this because I want to complete the hull too. Yeah, we'll just do. That's a lot. That's a lot. We're gonna do it anyway because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this sketch that I've got, and I think it's time to just put a little pause on this. So we're just gonna pause the hull expansion for now. Okay. Yeah, just put a pin in that. Okay. Don't make the ship any bigger. And we'll go from there. None of you guys have tech blocks. I still need those so badly. So the missing resources for this engine now is basically the one tech block is all I'm missing now. And if there's anything that has like a pending construction that has the tech block but is waiting, then I will go ahead and cancel that. The other thing is my research area has changed a little bit. So I added some greenery there. I know it doesn't do anything for the research area, but I added some greenery there. So what we're doing here, the workbench is there. I've got this, and then I'm going to add another one. I can get 2 people researching at the same time. That's probably going to be great for advancing my technology later. So we're going to do that too. Okay, do I have a time limit on transporting these guys? I don't think so. It is here, and it doesn't say that I have any time limit. So we basically just got to go there. Now, I'm assuming that the slavers are going to intercept us. That's my assumption. Like, they're going to try to rescue them, right? So I need to be prepared for that, which is why I want to have more shields. I want to have my airlock moved down here, right, in case I'm boarded. I want to do all those things is what I'd like to do. Just needed ships to bring me tech blocks. Okay, I have to look for them somewhere else. Is there anyone anywhere else? You guys went this way, but you just left, so it's possible that Mas Moose but Fine has them now. Trading station didn't because I was there. They don't have it. I just built it, so I know they don't have it because I built that station. So I'm probably just going to have to suck it up and just travel the long distance to get here. Then I can accept that cargo mission, provided they have tech blocks. Because I also would think, because this is isolated, this is kind of where I'm going to be having this. We can now regulate the temperature in here, which is important. The other thing I would like to do here, I think this is where my cargo is going to be. So I'm looking at storage, cargo port. I'm looking at cargo port maybe being here, right? We just slap it over here, call it good. And this requires info blocks and hull blocks. So I could build this pretty quickly. Most people have these for trade. So if I place that there, we could do cargo missions over here. And this is kind of like an expanded cargo bay. I do want metal processing here. I want like all the other stuff that I can build in here. If I spread it out, then it's not as miserable to work here either. So leisure time comfort. We want work time comfort. This is not that bad. -7, -10, like whatever. Right? So spread these things out and it's not as miserable. This isn't even red anymore. It's very nice. Well, it's not very nice, but it's certainly not despicable anymore, right? And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. But unfortunately, no tech blocks. So let's continue on our journey. Risk all the things. Try to get it done. Now, if they try to board us, this is a problem, right? This is a pretty big problem. 1 hull block is needed, and I can't tear this down to get it. So maybe before we leave, certainly you guys have a hull block, right? You have to have more of them. I just bought them from you a little while ago. You don't have them. Is it the one that took off? I bought everything, didn't I? I bought everything you had. I'm just so fantastical that way. They're leaving anyway. I wouldn't have been able to trade with them. Yep. Okay, so no hull blocks for everyone either. They're basically just, you're all useless to me, right? So we're going to take off. We're going to do what we can do. If they pull us out of the hyperspace or whatever, and they want to fight us, then so be it. You know, that's just the way it goes, and we'll fight them, and that'll be that. Okay, let's get it going. We don't have any hypersleep things. We have the pills, so that's it. So just rely on those for now. And everybody's got pills. We'll do that for the prisoners as well. Although we are transporting Sable and Gary. We are definitely not keeping them, so I don't care. We may recruit these guys. I haven't decided yet, so I'm going to kind of make them a little bit more comfortable, more happy. But if I can get rid of them in some way, then I will do that instead. It's 2 pills. I now have a lot of them in storage, so let's go. Probably going to have damage to our ship at some point here. Wow, a very safe passage. Great. So Starfarer and William both get interstellar sickness. But these guys get really sick, which is expected. That checks. That tracks. Okay, so from here, I have 5 more turns to get this cargo mission. And to do that, I have to be there. So that's going to be a couple turns away. Good. So we can do this. They're going to pay me 2,000 to transport these. That's pretty good. So I can go here. I now have 4 turns remaining, but what I want to see is, does the supply station... Yeah, we have a couple of different ships here too, civilian ships. I might be able to drop out and get this. And then we also have the Exodus fleet right here. So I can always go here and then come back and then check in with them, maybe get some prestige, spend the prestige. We can shop for technology too. Advanced medical bed is cool. The solar panels are neat. Still looking for the fuel depot for them. So, yeah, I think I'm going to drop out here. See if any of these guys have the things I need. All right, so we don't have many turns, so we just have to get it done. So tech block, thank you. I will buy them all. I will buy every single one you have. I will find a way to do that. You can have this. You can have my raw Hyperium. You can have that. That's fine. You can have my noble metals, my raw chemicals. I'm good with it. I need the tech blocks, and that's all I care about right now. So to do that. Yep. Additional info blocks would be nice if I can afford it. So it's all about whether I can afford it or not, because they're discounted. So let me get... Actually, okay, before we do this, let me check what the other one has in terms of potential discounts here. Do they have tech blocks at discounts? They don't have them at all. That solved the matter. I'm gonna get them. If I don't want to overpay if I don't have to. We're buying all of them. Info blocks can go like that. And then, yeah, I'm going to give you the optronic stuff, I guess. My raw Hyperium you can have. Base metals. Noble metals. And then that's it. That's a good trade. Take that. And then with that, we'll be able to build our next engine. I'll feel way less bad about it. Actually, the hull block was necessary, right? I still don't have one of those. Do you have one? I didn't see the hull block in there. No. Did you have one? Yes, you have one. Give me that. I'll pay for it. And then this is the high priority construction that we prioritize resources for. And then we're going to be good to go. I think I can make this come over 1. That should do it. Yep, that should do it. This is covering this too. I had to have multiple nodes here because it just overloaded one. And then on top of that, of course, it's got to, reach further. But then with the extra power generator, we're in really good shape there. Okay, so assuming we get that done, that's only 1 hull block there, right? Why don't we actually go in and make this the high priority construction? I'm going to pause that for now. Let's make sure that the hull block comes here. We can get this done, then tear this down, then build this. Because if we're going to get raided, I want to make sure we're over here. All right, airlocks moved that back to the back. Let's go ahead and dismantle that one. We don't have to worry about getting raided back there anymore. Okay, and then the ships are taking off. Good, 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 good. Okay, so we have that, and then I still can't build this. I still need the hull blocks delivered there instead, so it's fine. We'll have to go ahead and get that. But the tech blocks are going to be a very welcome thing. And I think we've already spent them. They already built everything that I needed from... we have this. There we go. The infra blocks helped it here too. So let's grow artificial meat here. There we go. Perfect. And then we'll activate that one and you can build that in due time as well. Over here on this, our construction port, we need 1 more hull block for that. So what I have to hope for now, as we get to that other system right here to pick up that contract, what I have to hope for is that when we get there, somebody's got a hull block. I can buy it, right? And we can go from there, yeah? There. So let's go here. Oh, the mission's gone. Did I wait too long? Oh, the mission's gone. Oh, dang it. That sucks. Well, I'm going here anyway. I must have waited too long. I don't know how many hours a turn is, but I thought I had more time than that. All right, well, here it is. Daughter Ariel. This is the ship that we guided before. This is that ship. We just came over there and we built an asteroid base with these supplies. There's the hull block. We'll get those 2. Give me the infras. So many tech blocks here. Man, I wish I had more money now. I'm out of money now. I can give you the seeds. You can have some electronic components, I guess. And I don't want to buy any of these things. I'm really just... I gotta have these things to get progression on what I'm trying to build. So we will do this. Yep. And then I guess that's kind of it. I don't really need anything else as far as buying goes. So now we're broke. After all those trades, we're broke. But we're more capable, right, as well. So we're just waiting for 4 hull blocks here and then 1 on this. Since that cargo mission isn't available anymore, I guess I don't need that. So we can have the hull blocks focused here instead. I hope anyway. This isn't paused or anything. I just need it to be the big priority. Did I buy enough hull blocks to do it? I don't think I bought 4, did I? I'm going to get 4 more just because. I'll give you the energy block for it. And I don't want to give you plastic. We'll give you some carbon and some raw chemicals. All right, that should take care of everything I need then. So that trade comes in, we make that work. I'm going to get some wall lights over here just to add a little bit of lighting on this side and a little bit of lighting on that side. Probably should also have some lighting over here and maybe a little bit over on this side too. And then I need to double check my alignment here. Did I get this lined up correctly? It just feels like it's more inside. The ship doesn't look like it's symmetrical, but it is. Like it kind of looks like it's over more on this side than it is on this side. It's just camera angles. It's exactly the same. In case you're just curious, right? It's exactly the same. This is 10. I guess I can go 11. From the wall, from the edge of the wall to this wall, it's 11 spaces, right? And then the same thing here from the wall to the edge of that wall, it's 11 spaces. It's just the camera angle. It looks weird. But if I go to the sketch, I should have that in line with that. Yep. Those are the same. Okay. So as they bring those hull blocks in here, I can now hopefully get out of here. Come on. One more hull block over here. I know I got one more. Do the thing. Unless you used it for somewhere else. I really hope you didn't. You're not going to scan me, are you? 3 more ships in here. Wow. The army has arrived. Hi, guys. Jeez. I did say I wanted to talk to you. Yeah, going to console is what it says. There we go. You've been selected for a routine inspection. You're at risk for being revealed contraband. You know, I have nothing of interest. Yeah. I don't think I have any contraband. I can welcome them aboard my ship, but I have nothing of interest. Spare your words, Spacefarer. You are wasting your oxygen trying to evade an inspection. Be prepared to be boarded. They're gonna... Really? Why does that... Like, why does that reduce my relationship by 3? You can do, like, this huge mission for them. Move a whole bunch of stuff. Save some people. +2. You can just, like, say, hey, we don't have anything. And, like, try to argue with one dude. And you lose every... That's just crazy. Relationships are really difficult to maintain here. I only have this. I guess I could have, yeah, like this, right? So what I want to do now, I guess, is we need to run this thing through the composter ASAP, right? So let's just get that in there, run that through the composter as fast as we can. I think this needs to be highest priority on logistics right now. We run that through, and then they can board me all they want. They are scanning me. That's fine. They can scan, but they won't see this. But the freaking military is here. they have arrived. We want let's see, probably the hull blocks, right? I can't believe we can't build this yet. This is a struggle. All of a sudden, resource struggle. I had a ton of them and then I got greedy. So this is what happens, right? You got to watch this. I'm susceptible to it too. I even said it at the beginning of this campaign. I was like, you know, you don't want to build too much, right? Only when you need it. Yeah, that didn't happen. There is not a single hull block on any of these ships. You're joking me. There's whole scrap. I guess we take that. I can work with that, I guess. You can have some of my space food. I got it on a discount. I paid 92 for it though, so this is actually still losing money on it. We'll take the chemicals, the carbon, whatever. I'm being scanned. I know. Can somebody come over here and remove this foot and put it in that composter, please? That's it. That's all you have to do. Somebody go do that. We're about to be boarded. There they are. The military is here for a routine inspection, they say. Now, there's no guarantee that they'll see it here. Oh, Chris, go do it, please. Chris. No, Chris. Chris, what are we doing? Chris, what are we doing? Can I tell you... Can I have you do this manually? Smuggler storage has nothing in it. What? It's right here. It's in inventory. You kidding me? I can eject it into space. But if I do that, you're going to have to carry it through to the airlock. Maybe they won't see it. You know? Maybe they won't see it. It's really unlikely. I would just like you to move this to the composter. That's the only thing that matters right now. It's because of this. Yeah, the composter's full. Shit. Can we eject it? Just eject this out the airlock. If I tell them to do that, will they do it now? I mean, if they inspect him while he's standing there. Oh my god. Maybe I just do nothing. The description of this says, scanner cannot detect it. However, there is a small chance that a crew visiting your ship performing an inspection will find it. It says small chance, okay? So naturally, it's like 100%. It's going to happen. I just feel like if we don't eject it into space right this moment, we're screwed. It says 0, but it also says there's 1. So like it's already marked for ejection. There's nothing else I can do about it. Somebody's going to do it eventually. So we have prisoners, right? I'm wondering how the military feels about that. They're all smugglers, or they're all slavers. So, I mean, they shouldn't feel bad about it. They should feel like, hey, you know, This is fine. It's okay to have prisoners that are slavers, right? They're not military prisoners or anything. You're gonna beeline right for my no, I don't think so. He's just checking out the place, you know. They're just inspecting everything, making sure everything is a-okay. We have a whole bunch of scrap coming in here that we would love to trade you, but unfortunately, since they're occupying our now only airlock, well, I'm just gonna go and do this really quick and make sure that they're tagging up in every room, but it didn't go towards the smugglers thing. Okay, so not detected. Scanning, boarding your ships. Inspection completed. They did not detect contraband. Great. That's really great. Thank you for that. You have a nice day, officer. I mean, I did space it. At least I thought I did. Isn't it right here? Yeah, we did. It's out. Goodbye. It's like you're being chased by the cops and you throw the drugs out the window, right? I think from here to make this well lit, as far as I'm kind of role playing this, I have no idea if this actually has an effect on our aim, but because like this is where people are coming in, I kind of want lights right here just to really make this really well lit. So when people are in, we could shoot them, right? So I'm kind of looking to do that. I don't know if I need to make all of them because this is an infra block for each one, isn't it? No, it's just some tool call. You know, it's fine. Let's do that. Let's make that really bright. And then when we're over here, we're not going to have any lights here. And so it'll be hard to see us, but easy to see them, right? Is kind of what I'm looking for there. Okay. And then there is our cargo port. So now we can transfer bulk cargo between ships and stations, functions as a docking station for cargo shuttles requiring specialized cargo docking ports. Good. Now, if there is a reason for 2 of these, because I did see one time where we had a lot, right? That setup that we had. Is there merit to having another one right next to it? Don't know. Something we could do. It's a thing, right? So I can leave that open. You can also do it on the other side. Might make it even, but we'll leave that alone. And ideally, for the ship's design the way it is, it would be ideal actually to put those cargo ports right here. That way the crate that's being carried is in this space, right? So that would be like a reason for these engines. That would be a reason for this to exist. I'd have to rearrange everything, but I mean, that does make more sense as far as the design for a ship goes. But yeah, I think we're good there. There's our trade. Get our shuttle back in here, and we'll be ready to leave. So for the missions that we have, we're transporting the prisoners still. I guess that will help our relationship with the military again. Maybe. It's just paying us money, so maybe not. But we need to go there. It's a pretty straightforward mission. Just bring them there. And then we rescued the crew there. These are completed missions. So yeah, we want to go. We want to do this again. So let's get back out there. Get back out in space. All the military ships all leaving at once. There we go. We're out of here. Goodbye. And we now want to get up there. Yeah, so let's go this way. And then there's a base there. We're just going to keep going all the way up here. And prison station is where we're going. Yeah, we haven't actually been there yet. I said before I wanted to check this place out, and we just kind of skipped around, didn't we? Now we have a reason to be there. All right. Yeah, drop it down right by the prison station. I guess I'm not allowed to land here. So this is probably as close to my docking port as I can go. There we go. Oh, we have rogue bots coming in. That's not ideal. Because, like, we have a good amount of these turrets, but I have a much bigger ship now, and I feel like they can shoot a little bit faster than I can get to them. But we have shields now, which reminds me, I want this built. So let's get that shield generator built. All right, new prisoner instructions. So prisoner complaints, don't care. Transport the prisoners, open to activate, go. There it is. Capture change. We are bringing those prisoners right here, and they can get out of my ship. There we go. Where's the dudes? They're supposed to get here. Why are you here? Wait, you're supposed to be going on the prison ship. So what the heck are you doing here? They're a different. They're just not out of here yet. Where's my bots? Right there. All right, coming from that side. Kind of feels like I'm about to get sucker punched. We don't have anyone on operations because of course not. Let's go do that quickly. Someone go do it. There we go. So that the shields, right, are buying us time, right? That's the best thing in there. And then there's like 30 out of 70 there. So little bot, I think he's dead already. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I had time going quickly, but yeah, I think he's dead. The bot's gone. Cool. Okay. In that case, I don't really need this to have that kind of level, so we can go just orange, I guess, for now. And then I probably want more space down here. If I'm going to do a cargo area, I probably should have more storage. So why don't I have... Let's do a storage like that. And then we can have like metal processing and stuff going on over here. I probably will rearrange a lot of this stuff because I feel like it kind of needs it. Like even our shuttle base and stuff could go back in here, you know, like all the way in the back, and then industry could be a little bit closer for everybody. We don't really need that to be super close, but still waiting for the prisoner to transfer because frickin' Sable is sitting here in my... Can I just stop this? There we go. Now get out of here. Get out of my ship. Go to a medical bed with your captors instead, right? Go here. You're taking up my frickin' port. Gary and Sable. Yeah, get out of here. Pay me my money. There we go. I'm actually curious if I could take these slavers, because the chances of converting these guys is so low, and it's taking forever for this to happen. So it's 4.1% right now. And like they're pretty good in terms of their comfort now. Their health and stuff is kind of restored, right? They're in a great mood. So we should be seeing this go up even faster. But it's just so low right now, and I don't know if it's worth keeping them around for that. So I'm actually kind of curious if I could... smuggle? Wait, what is this? The prisoners? We can smuggle things out of there? That's interesting. What I wanted to know is if I could just give these guys to these guys, like transfer the prisoners. I'm not sure if they'll allow me to do that. But I want to see. So let's take a look and see if what options there are from here. Claim bounties or sell captive crew. That's what I'm looking for. Slavers Guild, prisoners too. Yep. I want to sell a group. I want to sell them both. Release them for free. Oh, relationship +4. Okay. To the military alliance. Can I ask for a price? I would love money. Can I ask for a price? We agree to compensate you for these fine captives. So they'll give me 4 Hyperium, 2 Hyperfuel, 2 painkillers, and 754 credits. That's less than I thought I was going to get, but they're using my facilities. They're eating my food. They're sitting in the same chairs as my crew. They're not working, so they're just consuming resources and not working. And I can get stuff for them from there. Okay, we'll take it. So now these slavers, and I get my relationship up. No, I didn't, because I sold them instead. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. You don't have any missions, so that's it. So now we're just going to get these guys out of my ship and onwards to the other prison. That makes me much happier. There you go. Go to the airlock, guys. There you go. Get out of here. Go to prison. The facilities in the prison are way nicer than mine anyway. All right. So now I've got this prisoner area, but I have no prisoners. Okay. And then I've got this refugee area, but I have no refugees. What I think I might do is just have this be this general prisoner / refugee area. It's going to be nicer eventually, right? Might just go ahead and do that. We are now ready to jump, so let's get out of here. And there's a food package from the Exodus fleet, which I kind of don't care about. So what's the next objective here, right? Well, we want to scout the Tarkin Wanoid passage. So that's way over here. My personal objective, though, is I would like to get some of these sleeper pods so that we can travel and not get sick all the time. I'd very much like to do that. And there's also an unexplored derelict over here, and there's a scannable sector here. Now, these scannable sectors, that's an interesting thing to look at, too. Because I don't have a scanner, but I have the technology unlocked. I just don't have the resources to do it. So what we could do, maybe, is zip on over to a station that might have resources for me, which prison station is not that. Farming station, probably not. Yeah. So maybe the derelict will have what I need. We could just go there and see. We can try to clear that derelict that we left behind before. And if we can get enough resources to get the scanner operational from this, then we can scan that sector right now. So let's see what this gives me. Because no new missions popped up while we were up on the map. So we'll just pop ourselves over here next to this guy. And this is the CS Tart Cart. Love it. Oh, God. I wish this was a claimable ship. I would not alter the name at all. This is the Tart Cart. Very good. Okay, so Chris, Starfarer, William, Peter, there you go. Draft yas and get you into here, and let's go do the thing that we do, yeah? And if we can, it would be very good if we can. It should be a fairly straightforward raid because it's like beginning systems, right? But I don't know if they progress, get harder based on time or if it's based on region. I would hope it's based on region. Yeah, basic bugs, right? So, yeah. Did you just kill that with one rifle shot, sir? Sir. Chris is like headshot. Bam. Oh. I mean, yeah, you could just... I feel like maybe I'm a little bit bold here, but I don't feel threatened by the bugs. Like, at this point, our weapons are much better than they used to be. That said, we've never been injured by bugs before, and I don't intend to start getting injured by bugs now. So we will be a little bit cautious here. Let's just stand right here, I guess. Just crouch down. We should be able to shoot them before they get to us. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The rifles are so much better than just being here with tiny pistols. I was kind of hoping they would come out and play, but yeah, there they are. So much better than they were before. So we can go... let's go ahead and open the door. Oh, there they are. Hi. Hi, bugs. Normally, I would have been, like, fleeing there, but I kind of stood my ground. I know I did click eventually, but I was, like, I took a beat, and I was like, you know, I think we don't need to move. And that was, yeah, let's just keep going through here. Be careful, though, because there is a bug in there. We know there is. All right, let's pick up the basic scope. Cool. Yes, definitely pick that up. Basic scope is now in your pocket. Beautiful. And then we'll take the data log too, which I still haven't read. Gosh, we really should do that at the end of this mission, at the end of this video, right? Because if I don't do it before I leave for Texas, then I'm probably not going to do it at all. You know what? I think he's coming for me. There we go. Shoot him. I think we're going to get an injury here. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't scratch you. I thought he was going to swipe at you, and he didn't. Nope, we're good. No injuries still to the bugs. The rifle shot is so good, actually. Oh, no. He got one. I totally didn't see him. He's very sneaky. Wait, did he miss? Oh, there's a crawler bite right there. So he bites, not scratches. Okay. We do have one crawler bite. It happened, guys. It happened. Fine, it happened. Shoot him. He's dead. I mean, I was coming out of here, and this is like already kind of like a reddish light, and I just didn't notice that the bug was standing there. All right, I think we probably cleared this now, but let's just be... There we go. Hi. Hi there. Peter, take him... Yep. There we go. We good now? Wait, there's a person in here. A new person! Yay! We can rescue them from the bugs. Don't shoot the pod, though, okay? That one, we already know where that bug is, so let's just move this way and just make sure there's nothing in here. There's some medical supplies in there. Love that. Cool. We can see through this door, right? Yeah, we see this. So we open up this door and we shoot them. Shoot. There, he's dead. Now, I want to operate this. There we go. Sadia. You are now talking to Sadia Sohn. She's a talkative salesperson. Where am I? I feel like I've been in hypersleep forever. I don't want to stay here. Can I join your journey? Yes, we could use someone like you. Welcome aboard. So, 1 carrying capacity, not great. But, like, a lot of potential in things that are very good for me. I don't care too much about your carrying capacity if you can, like, do super great on industry and construction. So, yeah, we can have somebody else do the logistics, right? Welcome aboard. Thank you. I'll do my best. Very good. All right, now I have to rename that person too. So I think we're all good here now. I know she doesn't have a weapon. Yeah, we can undraft everybody now. There we go. And we are left with the task, as we usually have, of taking all the things and transferring all the things. More contraband. Do I really want to deal with that right now? I mean, presumably we're going to put it in the mulcher, right? So I think we're probably fine. Bodies. Crawler corpses, there's the medical supplies. We will transfer all of these things. That's fine. And then, yeah, proceed with the breakdown thing that we usually do. There we go. Good. I'm hoping that with all the scrap that we just got and the materials we just got, that it will be enough to build my additional shields and additional storage, fix some of the things that are broken, although this is fixed now. Build some more grow beds, maybe. There's a lot of infra scrap there, so maybe. All right, so what we'll do is I'll abandon the shield generator thing idea, and we're going to go for scanner instead. And I think I'm going to place it just right here for now, just kind of in the middle somewhere like this. We'll do that. Let's move this light. It's kind of like a floor light. Yeah, let's put it right here, so it's kind of stopping maneuverability. So if somebody's melee, they can't just get in through here, but they have to go around. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. We'll just move it. It's fine. I have no idea what to do with these android corpses. I can't actually interact with them. The game doesn't allow me to. Maybe I can. Maybe if I draft you, I can do it. No, I can't interact with these. I have no idea how. So that's not working out. But what I'm hoping is that the scrap that we get from this is going to be enough to produce what I need to produce in order to build this scanner. And then we can scan this region, right? That'll be great. I have another bedroom over here ready to go for our new guest, although the extra wall is supposed to be right here. It's supposed to be like that. It's going to be a double wall for a little bit until we expand the hull. That's fine. And then we are going to go with... Where is it? It's a light. Yep. So we'll put the wall light in its place as well. As soon as these guys get over here and build that wall. I've also, you can't see them very well, but I've also added bedside tables inside each one of these rooms. And so it's a little bit more comfortable. Well, once you put the infra block into it, it's a little bit more comfortable. We'll actually pause that one for now because I don't want to spend the infra block just yet on that. I'd rather have it go towards my scanner, which is waiting for infra blocks, and that's about it. We should have enough for that. We should have enough infra scrap. It was a high amount of infra scrap in there, so we should have enough as long as I'm processing it. Yeah. Yeah. Tech scrap is happening too. Sure, we're processing everything, but yeah, it should happen. Maybe I'll focus it. I really do wish this interface was different. Like I want pause buttons on these or priority buttons on these. Yeah, I just don't have that. That sucks. But let's take the tech scrap out of here. Infra scrap. Yeah, no, it keeps changing order. Here, let's pause it. No soft scrap. No energy scrap. These three are the things that are mattering the most. Actually, no hull scrap anymore either. We don't need you to process that anymore either. There we go. So now our scanner can be built and we can scan this sector and see if there's anything new. We'll be able to scan all these sectors to see if there's anything new. So with the scanner online, I assume it works with the operations. Partially reveal the interior of another ship. and is controlled from the operations console. Scanning only works on ships and stations which have functional power. Scanner is also capable of estimating the arrival time of incoming solar flares. So now, if we ever get into a place with solar flares, I can at least know when they'll be here. I'm not entirely familiar with, like, I didn't read much about solar flares, so maybe I'll do that between this video and the next. But I imagine they probably affect my electronics or something. I imagine that's probably how it will work. Okay, so scout the star system and build the thing at the Siren Worlds, right? So I think I want to do this one first. We're going to go scout the star system, and then we can head on over to do this, unless there's other things that are better to do. How do I scan the sector, though? That is the thing. I built the scanning station. How do I scan this? So I click this. It's recharged. Do I click this button? No. Oh, this is to scan a specific area. Okay. I don't think I could scan these because there's no functional power is what it said, right? You have to have power. Not that I care because it's like already scrapped. But what about this button? Does this button do anything? Point defense system. Okay. So this is just what operations does. So scan, repair, continuous fire. Okay, so this is nothing I care about. So maybe I have to be outside, like in hyperspace to do it. So we'll do that. And then it says a scannable sector. So yeah, right here. So we can scan it. Perform a long range scan. Reveal ships outside current vision. Or perform a short range scan. Reveal possible hidden nearby sectors. That's what I want. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Look at that. New sector discovered. Raw chemicals, basic ore. There's a derelict here. Cool. Cool. Let's go check it out. So this is something that wasn't on the map initially. Android Collective's got something going on down here. Okay. So now, I don't think there's any power necessarily here, right? There might be. It looks like there's some equipment right there, right? I'm looking at that, right? So I'm thinking they probably have some power. So if that's the case, we should be able to scan it, right? Does it take a second? I think it takes a second, right? This right here. So is it going to reveal it to me? Or is that just the charge? I think that's just the charge up. Okay, well, this is probably robots. Most likely robots. Chris, Starfarer William, Sadie is here now. Nice. I have to rename her, right? Peter, draft you. There you go. And into the shuttle you go. Okay, cool. So we would never be here if we didn't have a scanner. So I have to assume, even though this is more of a beginner area of space, that this is still a higher tier enemy. Simply because it requires like a scanner, so it requires more, maybe mid-game tech kind of thing to even see it. So we'll see how that goes. We want to be very cautious. So we're revealing things. Be very, very cautious. Neutralize any hostiles, it says. Well, yeah, definitely a technology ship. And we see these things a lot on the ones with the walkers. So I think this is probably a walker ship. It looks like we've got, some alien stuff in those tubes. Okay, let's head over here. I want to keep my distance real quick, but I want to get on firm ground. There we go. Target acquired. Let him have it. Oh, beautiful shots there. Wow. That rifle is amazing. I freaking love these rifles. I need to get more of these. I need to get more of these things. Man, they're way better than pistols. Yeah, here we go. And then when you're on firm footing and you can just crouch, your aim just dramatically improves. There we go. There's a walker right there. Oh, we're hitting the tanks. That's not a bad deal, though. Those are just aliens. Let's get a little bit closer. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see him. He's dead. The walker dude can't shoot us, so he's just got to come straight at us, and he's going to die quick. I think. Guys? Guys? Just had to keep me guessing, right? I understand. You like the drama. All right. Let's proceed forward a little bit here. That was way easier than it was before. So, yeah, the scopes on the rifles, having better aim. I mean, what is Chris's aim right now while he's crouched like this? What is your aim? Can I see that? 97%. Man, oh man. William, we got 103% on William. These scopes, I'm telling you. Very, very good. I need to get more of these. These are great toys here. Definitely loving that. Peter, what's yours? 76? You have the different weapon though, right? You have the... Oh, you have a rifle, but you don't have the scope. I have to do that for you yet. I think I found another one. Yeah, and then you're still on a pistol because you don't have good weapon skill though. So we don't expect a whole lot from you. I probably need to swap you out with somebody else. Sada's got better weapons. Probably we should send Carl on these missions now instead of Starfarer. I think we leave Starfarer home. We swap up the schedules so that Carl is with you guys. Because, yeah, much better weapons equals much greater chance of success. Okay, let's continue. Push through. If we see anything, then we stop and we shoot it. That's the task. So far, so good. Peek around the corner here real quick. See what this is. Found a basic scope. See that? There you go. Now, we can put that on your weapon right now. Is that possible? Wow, you can just do that. Good job, Peter. You got yourself a scope now. Now what's your aim? 106%. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about it. You know, 3 rifles with over 100% aim. Yep. Feeling much better about it. There's a water tech block. Very good. More tech blocks. We don't want to destroy them. More tech blocks. Energium. Philip. Hey, we got another survivor over here. Look at this. Look at this. We will get him. It's already undrafted. Cool. So we will undraft all, but then I want to draft and I want to operate this with Chris. All right, let's get Philip. We got ourselves another survivor. You're now talking to Philip Berry. System reactivation complete. Location unknown derelict vessel. My chronometer indicates an extended hypersleep duration. You're a scientist, aren't you? You kind of sound like a robot. I don't want to stay here. Can I join your journey? Yes, we'd love to have you aboard. So you are an airline pilot, iron-willed. You have no industry experience or no mining, but I mean, like, we could help you. You could kind of help, I guess. Construction. Yeah, you can help us with a lot of these things, operations and stuff. You're not useless. That's the important thing, is you're not useless. Botany, you can help us with all the vegetables, right? More botanists is never a bad thing. We don't need high botanists. We need a lot of botanists, because you can handle, with this skill, you can handle all the root vegetables and fruits, and that's more than half of what we're growing. Half of what we're growing, so that's good. It's good. Good medical skills, decent research skills, not bad. Very high intelligence. Cool. You can join us. Yep. There you go. Okay, cool. And then undraft you, and then we're good to go. So now we salvage this. All right, so I've moved some stuff around. Mission accomplished here now. So we want to get more industry going on down here. So I've kind of cleared out this middle area to open it up for something else, probably to be right here at some point in the future. My power node's been shifted back and then it moved basically as far over as it can so that it still covers the engines and everything. But we basically just have cover objects here at this point, and that's okay. If we do get boarded, we can have more than 6 people shooting. So I'm also going to go in and add 2 additionals on each side here. Just, I don't know if I really need the walkways per se, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that and get some more stuff there too. I'm hoping when I reload the game, these android corpses will go away because, again, I can't interact with them. We've got this extra storage that's up now. It's just kind of generic. I don't have any rules for it set. And I've moved the scanner over here because we don't need any people to be at it. It doesn't need to be near where people are working. So I've moved it over there. Okay. So we can jump out of here now. Let's go ahead and do that. And I think, well, hang on. We need to deliver cargo. Here it is. So we need to activate this in a different star system. So deliver cargo, pick up this in a different system, right? So we want to do that. Where is that? 15 turns to do this. We need to be out of this. It's this one. It's this one over here, right? So in 15 turns, we need to be there if we want to get... I do want to do this. I don't know if there's a time limit on the actual delivery. I will say this, though. I'm getting a little bit on food. It says 7 days. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. But, I mean, since we're growing our own, I just kind of want to monitor it, right? 7 days isn't a big deal as long as we're constantly growing it. But... you know, if it starts to say 6 days and then, you know, maybe 10 days from now, it says 5 days, right? Because we're producing just a little bit less than we need. So I want to keep an eye on that. We have taken on 2 extra people now. Maybe that'll go away. I'm also seeing that we don't have any water. That's actually a big deal. So the farming station, maybe we can get something there. There's some ice right here too. So I'm just gonna drop down to the farming station really quick and see if maybe they have like discounted some stuff for some food, because a lot of times these guys have discounted rates on the stuff that they produce, right? So yeah, right here. So I'm thinking, I don't know exactly what we're low on other than water. And they actually don't sell water here. No, wait, yes, they do right here. Yeah, it's discounted too. So we can buy, let's get 5 units of water for now, because we're using a lot more water because of the plants. And then they'll actually pay a huge premium for carbon, which is nice. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Although I need this for the CO2 production. So actually, that's not what I want. Yeah, that makes sense though, right? A farming station would pay extra for carbon. That's neat. Yeah. I guess there's like an actual economy in the game that makes sense, you know? Why don't I just leave it at that? We'll tag up really quick, buy some water, and then move on. Because that's kind of all I'm really down on right now. So, well, hang on. Now, deliver the cargo. There's another cargo mission here. So, these guys want me to pick up cargo from here and bring it all the way over there. Okay? There doesn't seem to be a time limit on that. It's not too bad. I probably am going that way anyway. But if I do this, it's I only need one, right? So if I do this and I want to do the other one, then I would need another cargo bay. Okay, Infoblock sounds good. It sounds better than paying for getting paid $450, to be honest. So why don't we go ahead and accept this? I haven't done one of these yet, so let's do it. So we'll take that, and we want to deliver cargo open. And we should be getting it right here, right? So we just say start, and then that will get delivered to this cargo port probably. I think we get another one here. I think there's a good case that we can actually afford to do that. And maybe... ooh, that can fit... oh, I thought it could fit right between it, but it can't. It can, but then the cargo... yeah, it's not quite good. Like, I was thinking that could be it, and then all this can be industry. That's great. And then we just move all these cover objects to be here instead. But all right, no, we're going to keep it exactly where it is. So I'm going to plan on building another one. But now we're going to have a big old delivery right here, yeah? And we're going to take this delivery over to another area. And then they'll just pay us for it. Do we need to come back to get paid, though? Ooh, that is another... like, if I have to come all the way back here to get paid, that's not great. That's not this. It's this. It just says deliver. So I guess I'm going to be paid at the destination, which does make way more sense. Settlement has on failure settlement 5,000 credits. So I owe them 5,000 credits if I fail this. Whoa. This must be really valuable stuff. Doesn't say what's inside. Happy mule. Okay, well, we've got that contract, and then I believe we've got the water delivered too, right? Yep, there it is. So let's go. We're gonna be doing that, and then you know, we don't really have a lot of materials here, but infra scrap, right? Infra blocks to build this one, and then we can go get the other one too. We can have 2 delivery contracts at the same time, man. I missed an opportunity to actually say that in the proper tone here. Hang on. 2 contracts at the same time, man. There we go. I think stopping for this ice would be a big deal, but I think that's gonna have too much time pass. Maybe, because I have to get where for this? Like all the way over here. Right? Mission objective? No, it's this one. Where is this? Cygnus. Yeah, it's over here. So I have to get there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have to be able to mine this in 4 turns. I don't know how long that is. I think we pass on that for now. So we go there, then there, and we'll make our way over there in time to pick up another delivery contract. There's a research station here. I'm not sure we're going to have the resources necessary to... Well, there's a civilian station here. They might have what I need. I just need a couple of infra blocks, so we'll see if they have what I need. So we are here. Drop this down. These derelicts are already cleared. So I need a couple of infra blocks from you if you have it. Water discounted here too. Here you go. A couple of infra blocks. We get like 4 of them, I guess. And then you'll pay a premium for fruits. That seems neat. We'll do that. And then how about I give you a little Hyperium as well, just to help with not having to pay money for this. So we'll get some infra blocks from you guys. And then I want to have this be the big priority so that I can also grab additional crate. And you see the shape and the size of these things. So I'm thinking like I organize this ship a little differently so that these cargo ports are in here. I think that's the best call. And then these things would be sticking out, but they'd be sticking out within this area. So it's kind of covered by the ship. It would look way more realistic to do that. So I probably will do that. It just requires a lot of repositioning. I also want another recycler too. So like kind of getting that down here too. Having all the engines at the back side of this, at the bottom of this. I guess it'd be one here. Move this wall. Have one here, one there. In the middle would be, in the middle of the walls, then would be the airlock. And then the airlock would be covered. And then these cargo ports, they won't take up very much space at all. So we could still have a lot of stuff in the center. It's just that I can't put them here because of this. You know? I think I'm on to something here. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to commit to that. I think that's the new idea. I was trying something new with it. I was trying to, be clever with the design on the ship, but at this point I think I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. So we'll do this. Now, to deliver cargo, we have to open this. I don't have an open one yet, so I have to have them build this before I can. There we go. Now I can start. So here's your reward. Oh, I've already got it done. Really? Wait, this was the delivery? I thought this was the location of the next delivery to start. Oh, I messed that up. Big time. Hang on. Wait a minute. Oh, that was the destination. Right. Partner airlock loading 50%. Darn it. So is this done now? I have to wait for them to transport the items to me and then I can leave. All right, now I can leave. Now these are not powered up because they're not going to be in range of this thing. So I have to rethink how my power grid is laid out too. You are covered by this one. No, you're no longer covered by that one. So this one has to stay because you're also covering these. Yeah, this isn't. No, you're covered here. But capacity is limited. Yeah, so I think I have to move to have 2 of these. I need one of you to be over here near it. So we'll have to put one of you kind of like over here and then slide your region of control, like slide your zone. I think that's kind of how I have to do it. So we'll probably do something like, how about here? It says I can't build there, and it's the light. Yeah, there's a light there. Okay, so I put one here, right? And then I have to build another one that's kind of along the same place. So let's put that one maybe over here. Say, I could just put it all the way. But it feels a little wasteful to do that. For the sake of the range that I can reach for it. But also put it against this wall too. It's not a bad deal. Just different, but it'll work. We'll put you here. And we have a ship that just entered, and I'm probably going to need some tech blocks for that. Energy blocks. So that one's moved already. And then this one will cover this engine. So you should be on the grid now. Yep. And then I'll slide your region over and then up so that you're covering as much as you can on that. Yeah, maybe just go down to about here in case I put any other machinery here. But now we would then take this engine. We'd move it down to be next to this. That's how we do it. Yeah. And we need to control the temperature down here too. And then over here, same thing. Let's move our temperature controller to maybe be way over here in the room. That's going to block access to this side, so that's probably not ideal. I also can't seem to... Let's do cancel. Hang on. I think this wall has to be moved anyway. This wall probably goes. Let's get rid of that. Let's move this temperature thing just out of the way here. So I'm kind of repositioning things instead of going after that contract right now. But that's okay. I need to move things around. So with the moving things around doesn't cost me any resources, it seems. It's just I just have to reshuffle things. That said, I have no infra blocks right now, and I probably have no scrap for it. So you have it at an inflated price. That's not what I'm looking for. So I'm not going to buy that from you. Energy cells are good. What about energy blocks? Don't have energy. Right here, energy block. We'll take one energy block from you so that I can build this. That's an important thing to build. And then I probably have to expand its capacity. But for now, that puts this engine in the grid at least. And then I can bring this engine down and I'll put it right here. Okay. And then I guess from here, we just have... well... Yeah, you can't actually go there. So I need this temperature regulation to be in this room. It's going to block access to things. I think I got to put it in here. So we're going to put it there. I guess this wall is good. We could put 2 in each room just to make sure, though. I think I like that idea. Yeah, we'll put 2 in each room. And let's have this moved to here instead. And then you are just out of here. And then on this side, we do the same thing with this wall. So this wall is to this point. So we want the wall to be through here. And then we have what? 1 space away is where the wall is. So we go from here, 1 space away, and our wall will be like this. So those are access to our engine rooms, right on the corner, actually. Yeah. So engine rooms, they can do the things that they're doing. And then you will think, I want you to be all the way over there. I think we're going to put separate temperature controllers on both sides here, just to really make sure everything is good there. These doors are vented anyway, so it will help with the temperature everywhere else. There we go. So all of our engines are there. So now it's just a matter of moving everything around, and that's a really long, arduous task. It's going to take a long time to do. I don't want to do it while I'm in an asteroid area because I might lose power in the process. It's possible. So tell you what I'll do. We're not going to do that one delivery contract. You know, that's certainly not happening. But we've got shields to help us out as long as I don't lose power. And that's, I have to move this. So my power room is going to shift and be somewhere else. All of this stuff is probably going to shift and be somewhere else. And guys, I will see you next time once I'm done doing all those things, because that's going to take a bit and I got to think about it. All right. So take care. Love your faces. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. I'll see you after my vacation in Texas. Okay. Bye.